Hello everyone, Trophy Wine Hunter. This is my update for September 2025. And as you can see, I have a ton of bottles in front of me, and that's because I've been doing a ton of drinking over the August season and into September. A lot of guests, a lot of functions, and I'm just backed up on my videos. We've got so many videos that I'm doing. So I'm doing a 96 Quart de Charme. I'm not even sure we're gonna get to all these videos this month, but they'll be recorded and then they'll be released, on a periodic basis or when it can. I've done a Corton Charlemagne from B Show. This is an interesting wine that a subscriber brought to drink with me. It's a Patrimony 2018, the 1961 Lavangille, a really cool winery, BC winery that's a Chardonnay expert called Koshana. The Veuve Clicquot Rosé, non-vintage. There's a Bordeaux release this month in Vancouver. I might be attending Krug Week at Published on Main. So there's lots going on here in terms of drinking and lots of reviews. So just got to get to all of them. Just finalizing my travel schedule for the end of this year, and just want to give early notice to people, my subscribers in Boston and Philadelphia. I'll be there sometime in the fall, so if you are a drinker there, please reach out to me if you would like to drink with me. In particular, if there's restaurants out there that want to kind of have me go out there. I know that Boston and Philadelphia are in line for Michelin restaurants this year, so I'm going to try and check out whatever I can. I'm spending a very limited time there, but trying to get to some restaurants which I think might get Michelin stars in the new Michelin guide this year. Later on this year, I will be visiting Bangkok and then also back to Hong Kong. And I'm considering having a meetup with subscribers in Hong Kong. I've never done that. Usually I'm pretty focused when I'm in Hong Kong with other things, but I'm in a more extended time period this year, and so hopefully I'll get a chance to drink with some subscribers. So again, reach out to me if you're interested in drinking with me in Hong Kong. It'll be at the end of the year. Each month I try to share a little bit of wine knowledge, and this month I'm going to kind of go back to themes that I normally do. One of the things in learning with the 61 Lavangille is, and I've had the pleasure of this month drinking a lot of older wines with a lot of viewers and scrubbers. But one of the things I kind of realize and want to kind of reiterate is that with old bottles, it really is dependent on provenance more than the actual rating. And so ratings, again, I've gone over this many times, is really a guide. But you have to be careful with ratings. They're not absolutes. It's dependent on the bottle variation. And a lot of times when reviewers are reviewing bottles, they are reviewing new bottles when they are first come out, and they haven't reviewed them again. So in general, any rating that's more than 3 years, including any rating that I do, is probably obsolete. The wine may have changed, so you need to re-review it. And secondly, even if those reviewers are getting bottles, typically they are insiders, and they are getting bottles that are from the winery, which are excellent provenance. That's not the general consumer experience. A lot of bottles that we get as consumers may or may not have great provenance, may or may not be stored that well, it might be in friends' houses that they just pull out. I just drank with some subscribers who pulled out a 1981 Margaux. And 1981 Margaux on the books is probably not the best vintage, but it came out and it was fine. It was a very delicious wine. And had we just looked at all the ratings, we would have said, well, no, there's no way this wine is good, but it was. And it was still a great experience. And that's kind of what I mean, that sometimes we have to go with our own tastes and sometimes not get these preconceived ideas. Likewise with the 1961 Lavangille, I always have this idea that old wines, they're gonna fade. In fact, the Lavangille, and I'll do the full tasting later on this month, was decanted, was fine, and actually into the next day was fine. So who knows about these wines? You really have to trust quality wines, and more I'm drinking, the more I'm discovering that with quality wines, you really have to just trust them. We're not talking about run-of-the-mill type wines. Lavangio 61 is one of the great vintages in the world. And as long as the provenance is great, it's going to, you really have to trust the wine and taste it for yourself. I find that notes from other people are helpful, but again, you really have to taste yourself, and not almost never. Even I think most subscribers will agree that anything that I drink, they will not 100% get every note or agree with every note that I have on a wine. There's going to be hopefully some useful information and some similar characteristics in what we taste, but it's almost never 100%. And so it's really, I really encourage people to drink wines and taste for themselves. That's really the purpose of these videos, not to show off and say, listen, these are the great wines I drink or whatever. It's more hopefully to share that experience. And so if you get a chance to open a 61 Lavangio, which is not every day, that you don't waste the opportunity, and I can do some of the experimentation for you. The rest of this video is going to concentrate on what's on sale and new at BC liquor stores. Here is what's new and on sale at BC liquor stores for the month of September 2025. First wine is the Faustina Rivero Ulicia 2019 Reserva. It's on sale this month from $18.99 to $14.99. A very good quality value Rioja producer since 1899. This is going to be a blend of Tempranillo and Garnacha grapes. It's going to be aged in American oak for 2 years, and it provides great quality for the price. It's a $14 wine, and you're getting a very nicely aged wine from a quality producer who has a long history. So I'd try this out. Another great wine, and you'll see that a lot of times I tend to go with producers that I know very well, very established producers. There are always new up-and-coming wineries, but I like to see them have a little track record. I don't usually like to take chances on wines unless I've probably had them, and especially with the value end, there's no real need to take chances. There's lots of great wines. This is another one. This is the 2020 Vina Alberti Rioja Reserva from the Rioja Alta winery. Again, very established producer. You might say, well, and it's priced this month from $36.99 to $33.99. You might say, what's the difference between this wine and the last wine, which is half the price? Well, try both of them. I think what you'll find is it's just different quality levels for different price points. This one is going to be all Tempranillo, and also the vines are going to be a little bit older, but you may think there's no difference, but that's a nice way to compare and contrast. Another very interesting wine. This is Italian. This is from the Castel del Monte region, which I really like in Apulia. It's really known for more rustic, good value wines. So this is the Tamaresca 2020 Trentangeli from the Castel del Monte region. It's reduced from $34.99 to $31.99. Another one of these Castel del Monte wines, which I love. Il Falcone is another one I really like. But I thought I'd kind of highlight another producer this month. So this is a blend of 65% and Lineco 25% Cabernet Sauvignon, 10% Syrah. From the Apulia region, going to be a real rustic, powerful, bold, lots of violets, dark fruits, smoke, spice, bit of licorice, which is not a thing that I like, but a lot of people like. Great with big dishes like lamb, spaghetti, hearty meats. So I think it's kind of a neat wine, and I think a lot of people will enjoy this type of heavier type wine. What I'm trying to do this month is highlight some wines that I don't see on sale very often. There are some wines that you see on sale, 2 or 3 times a year, which are actually great values, but I don't want to continue to highlight those every month. You can go back to my old videos to get some of those other recommendations. This is another quite nice wine. This is the Poggio El Tesoro 2022 Il Seggio. It's from the Bulgari region in Tuscany. And Bulgari normally is expensive. And so it's always nice to get a discount on this. This is reduced this month from $52.99 to $48.99. Interesting story. The producer here is Marilisa Allegrini and her brother Walter, who actually are mostly Valpolicella producers. But in 2001, they decided to buy something in Bulgari. And so that's how they came up with this winery. You can call it an IGT or Super Tuscan wine. It's a blend of 40% Merlot, 30% Cabernet Sauvignon, 20% Cabernet Franc, and 10% Petit Verdot. Fairly inexpensive for an IGT or Super Tuscan type wine. And it's got great pedigree. It's nice fruit on this. It's going to be a little bit more easier drinking. It's not going to be as heavy as some of the other Super Tuscans they have, but medium body, lots of red fruit. So it would be a nice drink. This next wine highlights some of the idiosyncrasies of BC liquor stores, which is an advantage to BC residents. I know we always complain about the high taxes here, but this is one of the advantages. BC liquor stores a lot of times has a lot of back vintages, and you can build up a instant vertical pretty easily. So that's the really nice thing. We're now in 2025. This is now, they're still selling in BC liquor stores 2018 and 2019 Castella d'Ama, San Lorenzo, Chianti Classico, Gran Selezione at probably the same price that they were when it first came out in 5 years ago. So essentially, BC liquor stores has been storing this wine for you for 5 years without any cost. And in fact, they're giving you a sale this month. It's now on sale from $66.99 to $61.99. So the other beautiful thing about this, you've got two vintages. You could buy both of the vintages, 2018, 2019. But if you had to choose one and you kind of look at rating scores, Wine Spectator rated 2019 95 points and 2018 93 points. Both great scores, but that can also highlight the difference in vintages. So, if you have the means, I'd buy both of them. They're both well priced this month. Again, you're getting a great deal because BC Liquor Stores has stored this wine for you without any cost. You might not be able to close up on these, but again, another example, the BC Liquor Stores 39th Canby has 3 separate vintages of Clase Pelta, the 2018, the 2019, and the 2020. And 2 of those, 2020 is on sale this month from $199.99 to $179.99. And the 2019 is on sale from $189.99 to $169.99. So you're getting sale prices on 2 of these. And if you are in North Van, there's also a store called Lynn Valley that has the 2017 vintage for $189. So you could build up a collection of 4 different vintages of Clase Pelta, which is one of the premier Chilean wines in the world, all in one day. And normally people would have to collect these over different years and store them. You can just go to liquor stores and buy all these all at once and have an instant vertical or great Christmas present for a very special person. I just think that's magnificent, and one of the key advantages that I see at BC liquor stores. They always have back vintages, and they don't charge you more for back vintages normally, and so it's a great deal. And my last wine for you this month is the Montes Alpha 2022 Cabernet Sauvignon. Whenever I see Montes Alpha go on sale, I always recommend them. They always make quality wines, whether it be their Carmenere, their Syrah, their white wines. You're always going to get good value for the money. And so this is no exception. It's reduced this one from $27.99 to $23.99. And you're going to get classic Cabernet Sauvignon. You're going to get a lot of dark fruit, lots of heavy tannins, a little bit of oakiness on it. So it's going to be a great drink. And a lot of the wines that I've recommended this time are really drinking wines. These are not store and invest wines, but these are really for drinking in the short term and midterm. So you could probably drink them right away with a quick aeration, or maybe wait a couple of years. Hope you've enjoyed this video. And until next time, happy drinking.